Hi, Mighty Mommy here, and I'm ready to share some quick and dirty parenting tips with you that will help make your life as a parent a little bit easier and a lot more fun. I'm your host, Cheryl Butler. Last week, I was shopping with my 7-year-old daughter. She had her heart set on a pair of lavender capri jeans. After we hit at least 4 stores, we finally stumbled upon a rack of pastel denim in shades of pink, baby blue, and yes, lavender. Annie was thrilled to find a pair in her size when suddenly another girl approached the rack looking for the same pair of pants. The girl searched and searched, but there was only one pair in that size available. Clearly disappointed, she walked away. Much to my surprise and delight, I heard Annie say to her, "Hey, would you like this pair? I'm going to get a pink pair instead." Annie ended up with a pair of pink capri jeans instead of the lavender pair she so wanted. But it didn't even seem to bother her, because she felt good about letting the other little girl have them instead. My kid has developed some empathy and caring skills. Yes! As parents, we want our children to grow up to be caring, empathetic people. Though I've been raising 8 kids for the past 20 years, it still makes a big impact on me when I see that my kids are demonstrating a caring, compassionate spirit. I've been trying to instill this attitude in them since birth. But of course, teaching children to take responsible action is a process that develops gradually over time, from preschool to high school. So today, Mighty Mommy is going to share 7 tried and true ways to raise a caring child. Tip number 1. Promote TLC. Show how to be gentle. Is your child excited to hold the new baby but ends up grabbing her and being rough? Patiently demonstrate another way. Say, "You're being a bit rough. Let's be gentle. Here's how." Then actually take his hand and show him physically what a gentle touch is. I did this with 7 new babies. Speak softly. Your kindness will be a role model for how to treat others. When your child is in pain or not feeling well, be warm and caring. "Mommy is sorry that you feel so badly. Let's get you all warm and cozy on the couch and you can relax there while Mommy makes dinner." Tip number 2, teach empathy by example. You're out to dinner with your family and the waitress brings you the wrong entrees. Although you've been waiting for half an hour for your meals to arrive and the kids are starving, resist the urge to snap, "What's wrong with you? This isn't what we ordered." Instead, you can model patience and understanding. You can say, "Excuse me, my kids ordered chicken, not beef. Can you please take these back and exchange them for the right meals?" Then explain the situation to your kids and ask them to consider what it's like in someone else's shoes. "How do you think it would feel to be that busy at your job?" you could ask them. Tip number 3, write genuine thank you notes. With today's techno-crazy world, most people use emails, texts, and tweets to communicate their thoughts. While that is all well and good, I still believe that a handwritten thank you note is a great example of expressing gratitude. Basically, when my kids receive a nice gift or service that was unexpected, I encourage them to write a personal note of thanks. I ask them, "What would it feel like if you spent a lot of time choosing a great gift for a friend and she didn't thank you? And how do you think Alex would feel when he gets his very own letter in the mail?" Especially if your child is young, don't insist that he or she necessarily pen the note himself. Merely thinking about what to say is a huge task. Simply write the note yourself and have your child sign it. And tip number 4, recognize kindness. When you watch your son offering a playmate some of his snack, call attention to it by saying, "That was very kind of you to give her a few pieces of your orange wedges when you didn't have very many for yourself." Then add something like, "I'll bet she was a little envious that you brought a snack to the park and she didn't. How do you think it made your friend feel when you shared with her?" I did this with my daughter last week when she passed on those lavender capri jeans. "Annie, it was really terrific that you let that little girl have that last pair of jeans when you wanted them so badly. How do you think she felt when she got to wear them to school for the first time?" This plants the seeds of kindness for future opportunities. And tip number 6, volunteer. You may worry that introducing kids to life's harsher realities will be too upsetting, but ironically, when you expose children to the sufferings of others, they end up feeling grateful for what they have and proud of being able to help someone. Every Thanksgiving, usually since my kids have been about age 5, we have worked with our church to create food baskets for families less fortunate and volunteered as a family at a local soup kitchen. I want them to see giving back as a responsibility, not an option. We've been doing this for almost 15 years now, and my oldest child, who now attends college in New York, advocates for helping hungry people amongst her classmates because she grew up learning that not all kids are well fed and cared for like she was. Tip number 7, teach caring through friendships. Some of the best opportunities to teach caring and compassion happen during everyday playtime. Number 1, forbid name calling. Compassion starts with what's acceptable and what's not. For instance, during a play date between your son and another little boy, you overhear your son call his pal a boogerhead. Sure, it's not a terribly offensive phrase. It may cause you to chuckle, but rather than overlooking the incident, intervene immediately and let him know that being kind to others is the rule and hurtful words are not allowed. If you get involved right away, you're sending an important message that kindness trumps everything and that name-calling is not going to happen. And label kindness. When you catch your child offering a shovel to a friend in the sandbox, label her actions by saying, "What a good friend you are," or "You're very thoughtful." Over time, she'll understand that being a helpful friend, sister, neighbor, and human being is something you value. And be considerate. While it's tempting to hand out birthday party invitations at the playground, instead of going to the trouble of mailing them, explain to your child that kids who see the other children getting invitations but don't receive one themselves, they may feel hurt. Explain that while you can't invite everyone, you can take measures to make sure those who are being excluded don't have to feel badly. Make it clear that there's a discreet way to handle situations to ensure that others aren't hurt. When you take the time to explain why you are doing certain things, it will leave a lasting impression on your kids, and in the future, they will hopefully model themselves after you when faced with a similar situation. How do you teach your kids to be caring individuals? Share your thoughts in the comments section at quickanddirtytips.com/mighty-mommy or post your ideas on the Mighty Mommy Facebook page. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Mighty Mommy or email me at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com and visit my family-friendly boards at pinterest.com/mightymommyqdt. I hope you all have a great week with your families. Until next time, happy parenting.